Oh, yeah.
bum.
And we're going.
Yay.
Oh, I hope we're going.
I think this is only like the second time I've allowed video, Dave.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like an Iverville woodpecker. I'm hard to
Getting
get
used
on
to it. You getting used to it?
Not really. I'm going to try not so much to stare at everybody, and at least it's just your face now, so that'll help.
Hey, man, I was going to come on cam with the Lucha mask, but it's not working for some reason. I'm going to have to get someone to look at that for me. So that's twice. And I want to do my jack off videos too on Chatterbait, and it don't let me do that. So.
Well, we do actually know a podcast who's done that, so we can hook you up with a guy.
I got mad at him too. I sent him hate mail. I was like, "You didn't even finish." He was like,
"Yeah." You got pissed at the guy you was watching.
I sent him a direct message. He's the guy I had on. If we're talking about the same guy, I had him on my show.
Oh wow!
And he had videos, so I went and watched one, and I was like, "All right." And yeah, he didn't finish, so I hit him up. Said, "Hey, man."
All right. No more chat.
Yes.
We're doing a show here.
Sorry, Daddy.
We're a minute late.
What the hell? He's the director here. What the hell? Am I in the right place? It's got Crom, Small Town Mentality. Is that where I'm supposed to be at?
Yeah, show chat.
Yeah. It's the RyanLogComedy.com.
Yeah. RyanLogComedy.com.
Does it say show chat for the deaf? Is that what it says?
Something like that. All right.
Let's see that.
Scroll down a little. It says voice chat for the deaf, and
now this is what's gonna happen. Both of you are gonna stop talking for a while.
Also, show chat,
and then I'll let you know when to start talking.
Okay.
Okay. You good?
Good.
Let's get ready to rumble. How about that?
All right.
Hi. Dave here. Welcome to the Who's Right podcast recap, the show that refuses to pander to the lowest common denominator French fromage head listeners who wouldn't understand irony if Pepe Le Pew poked them in the eyes with a snail slime buttered croissant. This week, it wasn't Doug who came to me on his hands and knees with a carrot in his mouth. Anthony was the one who begged me for help. You see, without Doug, Anthony is even less popular than Ben from Small Town Mentality podcast, if you can believe that. So, I've got with me two consummate entertainers who know exactly how to wow a crowd and perform some of the finest Montreal screw jobs and Toronto hand jobs you've ever seen. Hi, Jody.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
How you feeling about last week?
I feel good. I feel like we weathered the storm, and the bullshit cloud has came and went, sir. Well done.
Are you ready to step it up? Step up the energy?
I think so. Well, I got to have direction, Dave. That's the whole key. I'm not AI. I got to be told what to do. That's the point.
Step up the energy.
What's up, you son of a bitch? I'm here tonight to have a conversation about the Who's Right podcast.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, man. How's it going?
How are you feeling overall about your past interactions with Doug and Anthony? Is it similar to John, Brandex John, or yours have been more positive?
Guys, look, I want to apologize. John was horrible last week with you two guys. I listened to it. I was trying to talk to you. On Spotify, they have this little... It'll tell you how long these people are actually listening to your podcast and how many minutes they listen to it. And I was able to get into – I'm sorry, but I got into the man brain. I was able to see how many minutes they were listening to it, and it was only 7 minutes. When John started talking, they turned the damn thing off. So I'm sorry, guys. That's just what happened.
Well, I thought the show went well.
Okay, Jody, were you high? That's my, were you high during the...
Progressively more through the show, if that's what you're asking. Yeah.
All right. Good deal. Since it is legal in wait, no, maybe. We can't tell them. We have to have sources in Arkansas still, so.
Semi-legal.
Yeah. They have a dispensary close to me, but they're just not. It's just too high, too expensive, and you got to get a medical.
Okay, enough weed talk. It's not legal.
Oh,
here.
okay, my bad.
Hey, you two, are you ready to teach Anthony to fire up and become more than just Mr. Sniffles, who says everything is stupid? You ready? Ready? Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Hell yeah, we're ready.
See?
This is like a fucking safety seminar at work.
Yeah, you guys know I love my mama. All right, are we done?
So first, let's talk about promos. With you guys' experience, you should be both able to cut a promo wrestling style with no preparation about almost anything and not be mercilessly trolled by the Discord nitwits.
Ooh.
So, Brian, you first. I'll pick a word and you have to do a 60-second promo about yourself using that word as many times as possible.
Oh, shit.
All right,
Brian.
let's go, man. I'm for the challenge here.
Brian, your word is tomato.
Tomato?
Tomato.
How about tomato? Can I
How
say
about tomato?
Tomato? I can't say tomato. That's
How
just
about however you'd like to pronounce it?
tomato. How about
Okay.
tomato? How about
Okay.
mater? Hey, guys, you know Monday night Steel Cage, me and the mater. That's right, me and the mater. He's all dressed in red. He's got a huge green wig. And that's the mater, brother. That's the mater and the BT Express Steel Cage match. Monday night, my hair against Dave's hair. Wait, neither one of us have any hair. That's about as good as I can do about a tomato there, guys. So, sorry about that. But I do love my mama.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Next,
You don't
Jody.
know why. Oh, fuck. All right.
Your word is docking. Docking.
Like Cox?
I mean, who am I talking to?
Okay.
No.
So one more thing. One thing that I can tell you about docking penises with another man is some people don't have very good personal hygiene and they don't like to clean out their foreskin. Walking around all day with a bunch of dick cheese, that's nasty. Nasty sons of bitches. It's kind of in order for a man to be able to dock another penis, you'd have to find one person with an extra long foreskin and one person with not quite so much, possibly even fully circumcised with a helmet. You would then insert the pointed ended of the uncircumcised Wait. You would then stick your erect, pointy, non-hooded penis inside the foreskin of the other man and unroll it. Docking. Oh, hell yeah.
Yep. Did you do the catchphrase?
No. Oh, hell yeah.
See, Anthony, that's how it's done.
That's tough.
That's how it's done. Now, I'm not quite at the level of Brian and Jody for promo, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a little Todd tribute. And Todd, if you're hearing this, you know what I want, and it will be a beautiful thing. If you don't know Todd, go listen to the latest Delvin Cox Experience podcast. You might remember Delvin as the backup black guy from a previous recap episode. But back
Wish
to Todd.
I had a backup black guy. Sorry.
Everybody could use one.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Todd, come see me, bro, and let's do it. Let's do this. Now, how should I deliver my Todd spoken word? How about I change every few lines based on your suggestions, Jody and Brian?
Okay.
See
Yeah.
how I go with this?
What do you want to start with? Angry, or do you mean like doing it as a person? What do you want, Dave?
Anything.
Give me angry, half drunk.
To mention Carly, and then to also mention CPS? This person is obviously on something else. Bro, this person is obviously pimping. Next suggestion.
That's pretty damn good.
Next suggestion.
All right, a sleepy pervert.
Well, yeah. Hopefully I don't pass out by fucking narcolepsy, but give this one a go. How do I do the pervert bit? So they know me by that name. Okay. So this is breaking shit down. Chances are this is somebody I've done a podcast with before for that fucking bullshit Drama City Productions. That's probably what it is. Next suggestion.
Give me angry Mexican.
Angry? You just want angry?
Yeah. Oh, I already said angry. I like angry. Angry is my jam.
Fuck. How do you speak like a Mexican? God damn it.
I think you just add O to everything, right?
Oh.
See who's right episode.
Yeah. That's probably it's gonna be Italian. I'm sorry, but
Italian's fine. Go with
what
that.
you're gonna get.
No, go ahead.
That's probably what it is one of these fucking douchebags who looks like a pimping homie turtle talking shit But I'm telling you right now, homie you can come see me, doggo. I'm not afraid of nobody, okay? Yeah, that was great.
Wow, that sounded completely
beautiful.
Spanish there. He did really good Mexican there. How about
sorry, a Discord comment said Dave went Asian.
I was thinking Russian.
It
was a little Russian.
I wish I could more often, John. I wish I could. Next suggestion.
I'm trying to come up with it. He's always angry. I'm gonna go with Jody's angry black guy. How's that?
Give me Jimmy Martinez.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ooh. It's
You can stand up if you need to.
Martinez. That's the whole thing is these motherfuckers talk shit to you like that. Not knowing what they got themselves into because you don't know me, bro. You don't know me, okay? I collect heads, all right? And I have no problems putting another one on the shelf. Man, I promise you. Fuck this, pimpin'. I mean...
I think that was my favorite so far. You should do Angry Black more often.
Next suggestion.
Give me a Borat.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Okay. Borat. It's nice. I'm sorry for ruining the show, bro.
I think that's
Sorry, was it an angry Borat or what was that?
No, I think it was just Borat, but that sounds more Swedish. I'm gonna go with it. Go with that.
It's nice, bro, but that's fucked up. That's some dark shit, dog. The way I look at it is I could sit here and be a funny guy and just be a jokester and shit, and that's no problem when motherfuckers are saying stuff that's not really relevant. But this guy crossed the line, and I don't allow that. I have a line, and I will make sure that you don't cross it every time. All right, okay, they're getting worse, but this is the last one. This is going to be a good one. Someone's going to give me the most amazing suggestion, Brian.
Oh, wow. A hot dog eating giraffe. Come on, do that one. What the fuck?
Give me Joe.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was trying to figure out some context. Just a little. You could try it.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, Jody, you go.
Hi, I'm a hot dog eating giraffe.
Why
That's
is a giraffe talk like that? I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog eating giraffe.
Because he's high.
Oh yeah, there we go.
The air gets thin up there, man.
Oh, all right. What was that?
Comment in Discord was do a Blunt Mummy imitation.
Oh my god.
I'd actually like to hear that. Let me hear it. Finish it.
Come on, dude.
Others have
Come
done
on.
such. Others have
You've
done
You've
way
done
better work.
so much research that you are the only person that can do it right. Give me Blunt Mommy for the last portion.
A drunk bun.
I'm Blunt Mommy from Pineville. I am a pronounced cunt. You're lucky you went through Delvin. It just sounds like a black guy.
It did. It sounded like black guy.
I'm from. I tell you that right now. Come at me. You want to talk that type of shit? You must be a tough guy. Come send me a message. Oh, pimpin' dog, you won't? You won't? I know you fucking won't. Cowards, man. Straight cowards, homie. So big shout out to Who Are These Podcasts? And yes, Todd did say that at the end of that run.
He was upset, wasn't he?
Okay, so that's the level that you need to work towards, Anthony. You know, study this over and over and over again until you can do it. And this is what we want you to do. We challenge you to do a 60-second promo talking about yourself and include the word pancakes. So we're definitely going to talk about the latest episode of Who's Right podcast. But first, let's try and angle lock in on what makes pro wrestlers able to hold a crowd in a way that Anthony couldn't, even if he was on fire in a helicopter over a super volcano and he was black. But I think we need to talk to a salad boy. What do you reckon, Jody?
Let's do that shit. Do it now.
Do it. Let's get him on.
Somebody hit somebody.
Salad boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, salad boy.
Hello.
What? You were supposed to name yourself Salad Boy in the thing?
I was given no directions.
Yes, you were. Don't lie.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's in the contract.
Now, you love Skylanders, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I have an entire collection right beside me.
And you're currently trying to finish off your collection, aren't you?
Yeah, I am trying to finish off my collection. It's coming in the mail. Just like I'm coming.
And we'll definitely get you on once you finish your collection.
Oh, you want to talk to the guy with the biggest Skylanders collection? I'm your man. Listen.
Excellent. Now, tell me, how impressed are the ladies with your Skylanders obsession?
Well, listen. When I turn that portal on and I slide that disc into the PS3, their eyes, I would say wonderstruck. But really, it's just in awe of my, inept talent to really. I am the best portal master.
So, do you have a Skylander handy?
It's kind of over in the distance. If you want me to go get it, I'll go get it.
Yes.
All right, I'll be back.
Favorite Skylander.
My favorite Skylander? Go. All right. I'll give you my favorite Skylander.
We need some visuals to really make this work.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Jody.
I think I know why he said some of those chicks in school called him gay.
Oh, come on, man.
Now, I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, you are a very pretty man, and that haircut. If I didn't know any better, I would assume maybe I would ask. It's rude. I'm just asking a question.
So, Salad Boy,
Yeah.
show Jody your Skylanders and see if you can impress him with with your favorite Skylander.
So this is my portal. This is what I use to summon my magical beings of destruction.
Oh.
Yeah. And this little guy right here, his name is Chop Chop. You look at him. He is he's a very proud being. I mean, honestly, if you don't have this guy in your collection, the poon that you will be obtaining in your lifetime will be slim to none.
Do people of your age really use the word poon?
No, I'm an anomaly of a man.
It's a good word. You should keep it alive for real.
Yeah.
Shout out Poon.
Shout out to the poon.
Poon Tang.
So how was that for you, Jody? You impressed by Chop Chop?
I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty cool toy, man.
If you weren't impressed, I have some giant figures.
I would like to see a giant version of.
You would like to? It's not a giant version of that one, but it is a giant Skylander.
Let me see it, man. Whip it out.
All right, I'll whip it out real quick. So
the rest of this episode is not just going to be.
We should just
trying
make
to
it.
get Starlet Boy to bring over every single
Andrew,
Skylander he's got.
show me
We're
every
not gonna
toy that
do
you have.
every toy that I have, yeah. This guy, listen. This is who I aspire to be when I'm older. I want to be a big old whale, giving it to you hard. They're gonna call you Humpback after I'm done with you. You understand?
No. What's the name of that Skylander?
Humpback.
They're really imaginative names with Skylander, aren't they?
Yeah.
I feel like we had a version of that when I was a kid called like Street Sharks or some shit. They were
Man,
hand puppets.
This one, can you guess its name?
Firefish.
Hothead, dude. Hothead. Come on. What are you doing? What are you even doing? This one? Can you get this one, Jody?
All right. No more Skylanders.
Chill.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was
All
that
right.
was
I'll
impressive.
put my
Oh,
briefcase
fuck.
away.
Dave, we've got to get him on Tinder. Dave, there are geeky chicks that will fucking blow him. Do you understand?
There are.
Oh yeah, can we
How
get
do
you
you
on
think-
Tinder
why do you
with
think
your with your Skylanders collection?
Hot geeky chicks in R2D2 dresses putting your balls in their mouth.
You don't think I've already reached that step, Jody? I don't even need to go on Tinder anymore. My aura suppresses all.
Okay, so that's enough about Skylanders.
All right. It's pretty sad.
It's time now for Brian to explain to you why becoming a wrestling fan instead will get you dripping in so much pussy.
Oh, bullshit, but okay.
So
Oh
No.
wow, yeah. Yeah, right.
Go with it. Go with it.
But
Over to
see,
you,
guys,
Brian.
I'm so much older than he is, so I wouldn't want to tell him all the secrets of. But just being a fan and being ringside with the sweaty wrestlers. I mean, the girls that are ringside there. Just being a wrestling fan, I got laid a lot. So I mean, that's what you need to do. You become a wrestling fan instead of those toys you're playing with.
So Brian,
Yeah.
I believe that wrestling chicks top out at about a 6. What do you think? What's your opinion?
Okay, so the wrestling chicks are well known. We used to call them rats. That was the inside term for the girls. They're rats, and they do come. It's according to who you are. I've seen some of the ugliest guys in the business have some of the best looking women ever. So it's just who you are. Back in the day, it was who you were on the card. If you was a main event guy, then they would line up at your hotel. There's a well-known wrestler that talked about when he worked in Memphis. There was a hotel there that as soon as he got into Memphis, they would be like one girl would come in, and then after she got done, the other one would come in, and so the rats were plentiful back in the day. So I don't know how it works these days because there's so much, there's so many ways of turning you in with the videos, with the cameras, and whatever. But there was a wrestling promotion in Portland, Oregon. It was well known that they paid probably about $40 a night, but they had the best pussy ever. So that's what they did. Was that all the guys went up there and said, "Okay, we're going to get the best pussy ever. So why not work there for a couple months?"
That's amazing.
It was. That's all it was about was the pussy, because they weren't making any money at all up there.
I feel like that's any level of showmanship, right? Or stage or anything like
It
that.
is. It's. I mean, I was at the guys. I wrestled for like 18 months, and I was horrible at it. And I was at the lower level, these little promotions in Mississippi, and I was at a show for I don't know 40 minutes, and I already had a girl that went home with me that night. And I was absolute nobody. So it was real easy. And, you know, I am a good looking guy, as you can tell by my video here. But it was. I mean, it's very easy. It's the idea that you are, even at a lower level, they think you're somebody. So,
I had a similar story when I first started collecting Skylanders. Not going to go back to that talk, but when I first collected them, I mean they were hounding at my doorstep. Like, yo, you got Stump Smash? Yeah, I got Stump Smash. I'm ready to Stump Smash you into the next portal. You know what I'm saying? I think Skylander girls top out at about a 9.
Oh, so you're saying Skylanders is better than wrestling?
Absolutely. If Brian would have brought some Skylanders to the wrestling tournaments, I think he would have done a bit better.
wrestling tournaments.
Well, listen, man. I know they have tournaments for some Z level celebrities, but I think you'd fit in right well with those tournaments.
See, I think the difference is the chicks at the wrestling shows are all over 40. At least he's still getting like young chicks to play with his toys.
Exactly.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
There's a lot more teeth, though. That's the downside. Just gonna let that one marinate, guys. Chuckle, chuckle.
Hey, Jody, we are talking about Arkansas, so you know, little bitty towns with the, you know, they don't have anything else to do on a Saturday night, so they'll pay $5 to go watch their local guys wrestle. So, if
Like
you've never been to one of those shows, buddy, you're missing out.
I try to go to them every chance I get, man. It's like dirt track racing. You never know what kind of skanks are gonna wash up.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Hey, Brian, you ever have a chick with no teeth suck you off?
I have. She was. She had actually got false teeth fixed, put in, and then she took them out completely, and lasted a long time with that. So yeah, I've had that happen.
How well was she able to eat salad with no teeth?
No, she could put them right back in. So you know.
Oh.
She was in an accident or something where she had to get, you know, the top plate and the bottom plate all done at once, and then, you know, what the hell? I mean, if you can take them out, go for it.
I would have made her gave her $5 just to say taters over and over again. Taters, give me them taters.
Titers.
So,
Hey, Brian, let's see your Skylanders collection.
so you convinced now, Salad Boy.
Am I convinced?
You're gonna become a wrestling fan.
No, I'm gonna stick with my Skylandies Chixies.
Yes, you are. Wrestling.
I would
Wrestling? All right. Okay. I'll tell you what. If I get to wrestle John, I think I'll go to wrestling. If I can wrestle John, and
Is John allowed to? Is it no disqual? So John's allowed to use baseball bats.
if I can use Skylanders, then yes.
Oh, you should cut a promo for John. Wait, Andrew, cut a promo for John right now. This Saturday in the steel cage is
Okay.
You got it. Call him out.
This Saturday in the steel cage, we're going to have John Jamingo, Santa, a.k.a. New Jersey Tomato Boy, a.k.a. Salad Boy's dad. He is challenging his son, Salad Boy, to a match because Salad Boy didn't clean up his Skylanders off the floor and didn't finish his salad on time. It's going to be a no-holds-barred match, and we're going to have bats, tables, ladders, and chairs, especially bats. And the first person to get to the top of the ladder and get the golden Skylander
Sandwich.
Oh God.
The golden sandwich ladder match. Yeah.
the golden sandwich.
Oh, sorry, you finished.
Not a wrestling fan, dude. I'm into Skylanders. I can't comment much about
You did very well for
I
something.
thought we were
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to be on here to talk about who's right. I'm confused.
this. This is.
Oh, this is extended universe. Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
Did you not read the contract, Brian?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's okay. I didn't either.
I still
Thanks, solid,
cast
thanks,
it.
solid boy.
Hey, I got a question for you, Jody.
Yeah, is it?
Why the length of the pipe that you're using?
Are we
What's
back to
the
weed talk?
what's the
Oh my
science?
God.
I'm sorry, but what's the science behind that? I've got one that's like, I've got a 4-inch one. So I'm sorry, I'm talking about my pipe, not my penis, but it's pretty much the same size. So I've got a 4-inch pipe, but why we got such a long? Does it get more smoke, or what are we doing there?
Well, that's number one, yes. And number two, I would rather have fire closer from my face, if possible, or further away from.
I know what you're saying.
I would rather have fire further away from my face. So it works.
I never thought about that.
I think it looks cool too. I like the.
It does, but I mean, I'm sitting over here looking. I'm like, what the hell? I hate the smoking thing. So
Can I show
I'm
you
cool.
one thing that's really cool about this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Silicone.
Oh wow.
So I like that because I can't break it.
Guys, I might have to take a break and take my dog out.
Dog's got a shit.
He's acting like a fool over here.
Can you take your microphone outside?
No.
Hop on your phone, and then just walk out there and stay on the phone. And hold the
I
phone.
don't know whether he's wanting to go out or not, or he's just tired of sitting in here. Go sit down. Get back in the recliner.
Hold the phone up to his asshole when he starts to take a dump.
What is it about dogs that take dump and then they stare you in the eyes while they're taking a dump? What's up with that fucking shit? They're looking right at you. What the hell's? I mean, I don't really want to see him shitting, but I don't want him to go eye to eye to me. I'm glad he's got his ass turned around, but what's up with that?
They do like to make eye contact. It's a little weird.
It is. It's fucking strange. I'm not even used to dogs. I haven't had a dog but for since August. My baby girl moved in and she brought her boxer with her.
Yeah.
And man, fucking dogs are lazy. I thought cats were lazy. Dogs are worse.
I think he's trying to tell you who the pack leader is.
That's it. All right, Dave. What else you want us to talk about? I thought you was a show leader here. God damn. Uncle Brian here. Goddamn. So I got somebody. I got somebody that called me the other day, and they said, "Goddamn, do I lick a ass or not lick a ass?" And I said, "Goddamn, lick a ass is what you do."
That's not bad.
Oh shit!
He's on his bed. I honestly thought we was going to keep him jacking off. He's got the wrong person. Oh shit! He said, "Oh shit! I wasn't supposed to be talking to y'all." God damn!
We're now joined by Laugh Track. Hi, Laugh Track.
Hey,
I hear that you're going to start a new podcast.
absolutely, I am.
You don't have
wow.
a podcast.
It's already-
Do you know
it's
what
already-
a podcast is? Do you know the definition of podcast?
I know the definition of my podcast. I know it's better than Brand X.
Wow.
So much.
Does it have an RSS feed? Does it have RSS feed? That's what I want to know. Does
Up and
it
coming.
RSS?
Up and coming.
Yeah, but can it be downloaded?
John got
So,
excited about that. I still can't find the chat in this fucking thing, Discord.
Somebody take a screenshot and then circle it and then put an arrow and then post
That's the way I work for one of the biggest technical companies in the world, and I can't run Discord.
So somebody's already working on an emoji in Discord for no weed talk.
No way, dog.
I didn't bring it up, guys. I'm trying not to do something.
I'm sorry.
Hey, if we're talking about salad, we got to be talking about weed. Okay, it's one of nature's most healthiest kinds of salad.
Is it?
Yeah, it's one of nature's gifts. Now, I recommend you
Is this
don't
a preview
eat
for your show?
Exactly.
Okay.
I like salad.
Yeah,
Have you-
every sane human being likes salad, except with New Jersey tomatoes. They ruin it. But
I feel like
Really?
John would be more of a fan of salads with mayonnaise in them.
that's called coleslaw,
Also true.
and that's exactly what he eats. But yeah.
Are you teasing around who might be your first guest?
Teasing around. Well, considering he slandered my podcast name in my mother's honor, then no, probably not. I don't know if I'd have John on in a million years. He broke the honor our two families had. But anyways, back to the salad talk with the wheat.
Translation. You're trying to get him on your show.
Let John talk to your mom.
As soon as possible. I need brand X level comedy on my show.
Yes.
That or no. Well, I mean, I think it would really be good for Hate to Wait to come on my podcast. It would be great.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
But
Both
back
Hate
to
to
the
Wait?
one half. Well,
One
3/4.
half. Okay.
3/4. But back to the weed and the salad. See, it's one of nature's very blessings of a salad, but it is not recommended you consume it. If you do consume that kind of salad, you will most likely fall into some kind of shock. I can't remember the name of it, but
Diabetic.
diabetic or anthropomorphic shock.
Hey, don't be talking about diabetics. I'm a diabetic.
Anthropomorphic shock. Yeah.
You got a type 1 or type 2?
They're always
You
making
become
fun of me.
too
you know?
human.
I'm a type 2. I'm a fat ass. So you get diabetes when you're a fat ass.
See, that's what's funny is my wife taught me that and said if somebody says they have diabetes, ask them 1 or 2, and if they say 2, it means it's because they're fat.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. You know.
Pharmacy humor, guys. Just know what you're talking about when you're picking up your
It's the fucking truth. I lost a bunch of weight, exercise. I didn't even have to take insulin or anything. I gained 50 pounds again, and guess what? I'm back on insulin.
See, I think our good friend
Yeah.
Jason Almy is a type 1, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yes, he is. Yeah.
but his is from years of steroids, if I'm not mistaken. Something.
Oh, really? I don't know. That's weird. That's
System.
really weird.
Maybe I could be talking out of my ass, but I'm gonna make shit up. I don't give a shit, Jason Almy. You want to come start some shit when I talk about your bullshit pancreas? You son of a bitch! Bring the smoke. Pull up, motherfucker.
Come see me.
About
Yes.
that life.
I'm really, really, really about that life.
Let's go, pimpin'.
Okay.
So, when's the first episode coming out?
Well,
Good luck.
we're recording. We're recording on Sunday, so hopefully it'll be out pretty soon.
So, Monday?
I'd hope so.
No,
I
you
really
don't.
hope so. I really hope so.
And it'll be released on what channel? What
It'll be
RSS
released-
feed?
Oh, on the Who's Right Extended Universe, of course.
Hey Andrew,
Yeah.
what's your favorite kind of salad?
No. Well, it's probably going to be one of the Chick-fil-A salads. I am a big fan of the Cobb salad.
Oh,
It's
right.
it's very delicious.
What kind of-
Although the bad part, the bad part of it is they use romaine lettuce, and romaine, as everyone knows, is the least. Fuck. Yeah, it's the it's the worst lettuce possible you can use for a salad.
While you try to find your thoughts, someone in the Discord.
Brian just fall over.
Guess. Someone in the Discord says it's not looking good for the anti-podcaster.
Listen, he can talk smoke all he wants, but if he really wants to, he can come see me. Cause pimpin', I'm ready.
Pimpin'.
Gotta say pimping a lot.
Yeah, pimpin'.
You gotta shake your head around. And
This
say,
this is gonna turn to a Cat Williams bit if we keep going with this pimpin' shit.
And I'm gonna tell you something else about that, Pippin. Don't you never try to cross me again, you motherfucker.
Let me tell you something, pimpin'. If you put some romaine on my salad one more damn time, I'm about to slap you silly. Look, because iceberg is the most dominant lettuce.
Iceberg is fucking gay.
You know what, Jody? I didn't ask you to insult me,
Right.
right?
About to kick you both off, but then you started arguing about iceberg. So
Iceberg lettuce is
continue.
started step code.
It's a new low. I mean, a new high.
It tastes like
All right, Jody. If you think iceberg lettuce is so bad, what do you think is better than iceberg, huh?
I tell you what's better than iceberg lettuce. Anything. I'd rather eat grass out of a goddamn lawnmower sack than to put iceberg lettuce in my mouth, you son of a bitch.
Well, maybe if you like boys, but not for an alpha man like me. I'm not about to eat that shit.
You take a little bit of romaine lettuce. What? You put a little bit of mushrooms on that some bitch. What? Maybe some tomatoes and carrots. Ranch dressing all day. Croutons, motherfucker.
But
And that-
I really
that's-
came on. Well,
That's what
Dave.
eating. The
Dave-
host is talking. The host is talking.
Yeah, I really want to. I really came on this podcast to talk about my
No,
political.
The host
views.
is talking. That means
Okay.
you don't.
Yes,
All right.
yes, ma'am.
So that's a preview of what eating salad in the afternoon podcast is going to be like, isn't it? It's going to be good.
I hope so.
No, you know so.
Oh, sorry. I know so.
It's going to be the best goddamn podcast online.
You got that right, pimpin'.
And that's the bottom line.
Exactly.
Where the fuck is Brian?
Thanks, laugh track.
God
fell out of
damn.
Oh, yeah, I used to talking,
Okay,
but you get the idea. So Brian, what do you think about eating salad in the afternoon? You excited about a new podcast?
I am
It will
excited. I
officially
can't
be
tell
the-
you how excited I am.
The 1,100,000th and blah 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 sixth podcast.
I really think you should become a stress tester for Discord. Like, you should write them an email and say, hey guys, I'm going to try to rag the fuck out of this server, and you just let me know if I break it.
Yeah.
Hasn't
So-
it crashed? It's crashed on you like 3 fucking times in the last 2 days.
Yes.
Yes.
It has. What are you saying there?
I'm saying you should get paid for your efforts.
Ah, there's a running theme there, Jody. Every
Get
week.
paid. Get paid.
How are you going? How are you going with the quest from last week to get paid?
I mean, it's okay. I haven't heard anything yet, but I feel like the detective could have done a little better this week. A lot harder to do on the spot than I thought it was going to be.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to talk about some wrestling?
Hey, if we want to, what do we want to talk about?
Anything big happened this week, Dave?
I know. I just want to talk about the nuts and bolts,
Just in general.
the fundamentals.
Okay.
Did y'all like that photograph I sent you guys of the Undertaker
Oh, yeah.
with no tattoos?
That was pretty sweet. I had to tell Dave that because he said he wasn't sure if it was really him, and I said he was in a movie called Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan, and he looked like that, so it must have been around the same time.
It was he was working in Memphis at the time. He was Master of Pain, and I'm good friends with I know Dutch Mantel that was there on the left. He was a good friend of mine, and so that's how I got to know the Undertaker. I got a really good Undertaker story, and my claim to fame is that I got him his job in the WWE. So I just want you guys to know that. And I'm not saying
hold on. Before you get started, because you've name dropped the Undertaker.
That's right.
Mean Mark Calloway.
Who is the Undertaker? Who is the Undertaker?
Who was the Undertaker? Who is it, Mark? That's
Pretend
Mark Calloway.
don't watch
Yeah.
wrestling. Tell us who the Undertaker is.
oh okay.
Like for what's his fuck Andrew Salad Dude. Tell him who the Undertaker is.
Man, would you say one of the biggest stars ever in the business,
Yes,
Jody?
Mount Rushmore.
Probably top 10 easily.
He's a WWF guy through and through.
Yeah. They did a real good interview with him. I seen Stone Cold did. It's probably the first out of character interview he did. At the time that I met him, he was just just getting started. didn't really. He just wrestled in Memphis, making $50 to $75 a night. And they would stay at my apartment because when I was in college, so they didn't have to drive back to Nashville that night. And so I was going to tell you how I made him have the job. Oh, okay, here we go. So I took pictures of him in the Jonesboro, Arkansas, and the cemetery in Jonesboro, Arkansas, with him standing on top of these headstones and everything. So I actually have said that that's the reason he gave those photos to Vince, and Vince made him become the Undertaker. So hey, the truth should not get in the way of a good story. I think that's a great story, and it puts it gives me a lot of pat on the back and everything by getting the Undertaker a job in the WWE. So
It's actually pretty cool, man.
it was really cool. And the weird thing is, I didn't get any of the photographs. I gave him the photos with the negatives because he was going to use them to sell them at the gimmicks table, the merch table. And I haven't talked to him since he worked in Memphis. I've never seen him at he does these Wizard Worlds and everything, and they're expensive. But one of these days, I'm going to, shell out $100 just to say hi to him again. But really super nice guy. We got to watch him against. One of his first matches was against Bruiser Brody, and I got to sit and watch it from World Class on video with him. And he didn't even want to watch it because Brody beat the hell out of him. So
yeah. We got a Discord comment. Talk about how much wrestling sucks.
So Bruiser Brody was a guy who got murdered in a bathroom in Brazil.
Here he is. Laugh track.
Puerto Rico.
You want to talk about how much wrestling sucks? Go.
Yeah, see, if you want to be a real man, you got to play Skylanders, okay?
Oh, jeez, no.
Oh, good God.
No more Skylanders. Try something else.
All right, the UFC, listen. The UFC is where real shit gets done. You understand, Brian?
I love you.
No.
That's where real men are made. Real men are made in the octagon, not some square piece of shit with some canvas under it. What the hell?
Now he's throwing heat, Brian. What the fuck are we gonna do?
I like the UFC too, so it's just I like the idea. I like the actual idea of being able to script what's going to happen compared to like we mentioned earlier. The match is going to last 20 seconds. What the fuck?
But usually if it lasts 20 seconds, that means someone's getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, but who gives a shit when somebody gets knocked out when you got to make plans in advance? You learn how to dance over years, son. You don't know anything about art. All you know how to do is punch people. Everybody can punch somebody if they did it long enough.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to take a 5-minute break.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Tell the dog I said hi. He's gonna go whack off.
No, not yet. Whacking off later. God.
It's my Steve Austin. It gets people going. I get it, Brian. Go fucking.
It does.
You go over there and you touch yourself. Pull one out for old Stone Cold, okay?
Access Denied said in the Discord chat, I'd rather watch wrestling than play Skylanders. So what do you got to say about that?
It sounds like some Beta Boy shit is what I'm hearing.
Are there Skylander video games?
There are Skylander video games.
Are they better than wrestling video games?
Hell yeah, they are. You ever seen the wrestling video games? The new one that came out?
They're not good.
Yeah, you suplex a guy and he turns into spaghetti, dude.
That would actually be pretty cool. Could you imagine if you just powerbombed a motherfucker and he turned into spaghetti? I'm gonna let it sit. Feel that.
Sit. Let it sit.
Let it
Comedy.
sit.
It's up high. Hey, I did see something recently. A guy, as a father, I don't know if you guys know this particularly, but it made me laugh. There was a no disqualifications match. And back in my day, Mick Foley would take the big bag and he would dump out thumbtacks-ish.
Oh.
And that was like a big thing. I saw a video of a guy the other day, and he took a bag of Legos and poured that shit out in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And he suplexed the dude on it. And I
Love
was like, I feel you, bro. Legos are a motherfucker.
Ben in the Discord said Jody is used to power bombing. Pretty good.
It's not fucking bad.
Every now and then Ben nails something. Every now and then.
Listen, I love Ben. He's shit. I heard him on the podcast recap shit that was going on, the Mystery Science Theater of the Round Table, and
Ooh.
it was a lot of fun, man. I said, I think privately to you, I said, I think Ben won.
You got something that was never released. It's so exclusive.
So exclusive, not even the Who's Right Extended Universe viewers can see it.
Oh Lord,
Correct.
it was delicious. It was my favorite.
So all the rest of my talking points require Brian.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So salad.
Yeah.
Are you going to? Are you locked in with the honestly? Are you locked in with the format of what we're talking about, the reverse, not cowgirl, but the reverse? Yeah,
shit. Hey, that's one you got to try, dude. If you get a chance, reverse cowgirl is the shit.
Are we going to talk about my format right here and spoil the surprise, or
No. We'll talk cryptically.
talk cryptically? Yeah. So the reverse cowgirl is looking pretty hot right now.
You know the best part about reverse cowgirl, Andrew?
Yeah. What was the best part?
Anytime you want to, you can put your thumb in her butt. That changes the whole situation.
And is the game to pull it out before she turns all the way around?
That's up to you, man.
You
You're-
can
You're
you can smack that ass too. Consensually, of course.
No, you have to ask for permission before every single slap.
You don't have to ask for permission before you put a thumb in her butthole in reverse cowgirl. You just go for that one.
Is that the rule in Arkansas or?
Say this.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's her fault for exposing it so much,
So you want to maybe take it and lick your thumb a little bit like this here. And then you put it right up in there, but just the tip.
So yeah, I'd like to thank the podcaster Circle Jerk for staying until they realized that I probably wasn't going to shout them all out, and then promptly leaving. Maybe you should just understand that this is a big show, and
It's a huge show.
It's
bigger than WrestleMania.
You got to keep watching, and you keep watching, for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row, then you might get your shout out.
Can I just say how fucking rock star it is that Brian was like, "Hold up, I'll be right back," and then just left. He's literally the guest, but I would do that too. Like if somebody was just like, "Hey man, let me holler at you in a minute," I go, "All right, cool, yeah, I'll be right here." Boop, ba-doo, ba-doo. We just happen to have people sitting here. This is nice.
I'm not even going to name him. Fuck you. Not No Name. So No Name on Discord said, "I'd listen, but I'm sick of Jody shooting his mouth off." What the hell, bro?
I shoot more than my mouth off. I shoot my cock off in your mom's tits. How about that?
Yeah.
Timmy?
Pile driver into a spaghetti.
All right, guys, I'm back. So the
Hey.
show's back on, man. Let's go. Here we go.
Oh, we filled in just amazingly.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to slap somebody's mama's titties. This was about to happen over here.
I definitely won't cut out the last 5 minutes.
Absolutely not.
I'm not going to do the stupid joke where I say I'm going to cut out and then I don't. No. We'll see how I go. Listen back. And yeah, because sometimes, what's it like for you, Jody, when you're recording and sometimes you think, "Oh my God, this is terrible." And then you listen back and you go, "It's not too bad."
You mean every time? Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I start to zone in after a while, and it sucks because the worst feeling is when I feel like I've been rambling, which happens about 1 in 4 now. Especially if it's somebody I don't know. Like I think I go good for like 30, 40, And then that last 20, sometimes if I haven't actually hit it off with them or I haven't found like that thing to come back around to, I feel like I start fucking bumbling and shit. And it gets annoying, in the moment. And then I just end up like, all right, well, wrap it up. I got to go. And when I listen back, I go, it was fine. I just,
But now you tightly edit your shows.
A lot, yeah.
As does Brian, as will Laugh Track.
Yeah, as will I.
And as do I. We're all fans of spending hours and hours and hours editing, right? Right, Brian?
Bullshit. I do. Guys, I go 30 minutes. We do 2 shows a week, and I try to do 30 minutes. It's usually a little over 30. But, I start looking at the clock 12, 13 minutes in and start, trying to go to commercial. And then we go to commercial, come back, and I get about 20 minutes on the second part. So I kind of put a time limit on mine. And, my catchphrase is the best little wrestling podcast in the business. So that's what we try to do. Just don't go an hour, and don't people don't get bored, and they can listen to me 2 times a week. So.
So you're saying I should do 2 recaps a week?
Yeah.
Of Who's Right.
If y'all could just, if we could just get me over the, I got 6 Patreon members. If y'all could just help me out with that, get some people,
Patreon is a fickle bitch, huh?
It is. I mean, I'm so impressed with what Doug and Anthony have done with that. That's just, I'm jealous, and I hate them for it. So.
No. It's just a bunch of dumb kids. It's a bunch of dumb kids with nothing better to spend their money on, which is good. I'm not shitting on it. I'm so fucking proud.
Oh, I think it's awesome. Yeah.
But I don't do Patreon because I don't want to do extra shit. I can barely keep the goddamn show coming out on a regular basis at this point. So, if I don't want to do extra shit, then I feel like I owe you something. Fuck off.
So some more Discord comments. I'd rather get a Skylander crammed up my pee hole than watch wrestling.
Absolutely. Skylanders fit wonderfully there.
I'd rather.
Andrew,
Thanks. No name.
have you ever put your cock on one of those Skylanders?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No,
That is-
Jesus.
no, I don't want to hear it.
That's undisclosed information.
I
Okay.
don't want to hear it.
Wait. Have you ever put your cock on the base, the little light up thing? Because that's pretty cool. I would definitely have done that.
Yep.
Well, it is shaped in a swirl.
You should lay your dick across that and make that your Tinder profile picture.
Oh my god.
And right next to it is a bowl of freshly tossed salad.
Call yourself Luke Skylander and just have your cock lit up from the back with all the veins showing through.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I have to make a Tinder.
Okay.
Hey, he's gonna get some dirty chick to sit on his face tonight.
So Brian,
Yeah.
we're going to end this with power questions or what? I didn't come up with a good
Power
name for it.
questions.
Yep. So I'll give you keywords, and you've got to give. Oh boy, you've got to give the super quick, like 1 sentence explanation for someone that doesn't know what it is.
Okay, let's go.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Kayfabe.
Oh, wow. You started with the hard one, huh?
Yep.
Kayfabe is, it can be used a couple ways. Guys in the business say kayfabe around people that, so that you will not reveal something. And it is a term meaning, I guess the best way to describe it, it means something is fake. I guess that's the best kayfabe is. I used to have a real good definition of it, but it's I've used it many times. When I first heard it, it was Bill Dundee. I don't know if you remember Dundee, and he said kayfabe to Lawler about me, kayfabe, and Lawler said he's good to go. So that's kind of the way it was used back then.
Right. So I kind of know what it is, and okay.
It's hard to explain.
It's not hard to
Mysterious.
explain at all. Kayfabe means fake, part of the program. It means maintaining the storyline at all costs and not breaking that. So when you see a motherfucker that you don't like at the grocery store, you throw a can of pork and beans at his fucking head.
Works or a work.
A work. Well, you can work anybody. Jody's trying to work y'all right now.
So was what happened to John last week? Could that have been described as a work?
No, I love the way he tried to describe a shoot or a work one time on a podcast. That motherfucker. Look, I'm getting mad now. A work is, it's something that's scripted. A shoot is something that's not scripted.
Yes.
I think it was a shoot. I feel like it was a shoot.
I believe he got. Yeah, I believe it. For shoot, he got mad. For shoot, he got mad.
At least at the end.
One of the Discord comments: "Stop mentioning podcast names without telling me to check it out."
All right, well, check out Eating Salad in the
Check
afternoon.
it
Check out Shoot the Shiznit with the Shoot the Shiznit guy. Because I love my mama.
Faces and heels.
Faces are the good guys. Heels are the bad guys.
Very good.
Getting over. What's the fucking term? Getting over with the audience.
Getting over with the audience can mean a couple of different things, but I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin was over with the audience. Hulk Hogan was over with the audience, but you also can have heels that are over with the audience. It's you'll have guys on the front of the card that no one wants to cheer for or doesn't want to buy merch for, but you got these main guys that are over. I don't know anyone that's hugely over right now in the wrestling business. I mean, just so over. I think John Cena might have been the last guy that was over. So
I think the person who's the most over right now is that motherfucker Elias with a guitar.
Oh God.
I'm not saying that I like him or what he
God.
does, but what I'm saying is it seems like people enjoy it.
Now I'm talking like Carl from Sling Blade.
The WWE's turned into everyone's going to a show. They're not going to wrestling. They're getting out. They're taking their family. They're going to an event. I noticed that, in the crowds that I was at, it's just a bunch of kids, a bunch of families, and they're going to see an event. They're not going to see people. They're not going to see wrestlers. They're going to see wrestlers, but they're not going to see a certain one. If Cena was the last guy that if he was on a show, then there was more people at the show because of him. He's the last guy that was able to do that to make the crowd bigger by him just being on the show.
He was multifaceted.
So you got all that laugh track? You good to go with wrestling now?
John,
Nope.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
Every one of my answers has been wrong. This just shows how great my podcast is going to be.
Eating salad in the afternoon.
Yeah.
RSS speed.
I could 100% get him laid. Like if I was in just like a lunch or something like that, the right place, I could just be like, yo, you want to blow this guy? Just do it.
Okay. So now we're going to spend 2 minutes talking about the Royal Rumble from recently. So we'll just go to the men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Brock
Johnny?
Lesnar.
Yeah.
So Brock Lesnar is like been the champ, and he's kind of the dude right now, in a sense.
Yep.
Like he kind of does what he wants.
Yep.
So do you think that he, having accomplished pretty much everything at this point, actually came up with that idea, or maybe Paul Heyman, they came up with the idea that like, what's the record for motherfuckers getting thrown out? And they said, get him right to the record, and then that'll be the thing.
It was good, wasn't it?
I thought it was well done. It was probably
interesting.
one of the best Royal Rumbles in a long time. So
I wasn't mad at the end, and it seemed like nobody else was either. Dude, I've heard people booing the fuck out of Roman Reigns and a couple other folks, the way they've played out the last two. They did get in all the good gimmicks of the Royal Rumble, I think. There wasn't a lot of surprise guests, I don't think. I think
there was one.
There was a really big one, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Yeah, with Edge coming back, I mean, I thought that was the biggest surprise, and really, I mean, that was the surprise we needed. The Royal Rumble was almost worked like you would a regular match. What you would, the heel gets all this heat at the very beginning of the Royal Rumble, and then the babyface comes back and wins at the end. So I really like the way it was done, and I'm not a huge Royal Rumble fan. I'm not when it comes to battle royals or Royal Rumbles. I'm not a huge fan, but Dave was pretty much I mean, you told me you give me $5 to watch it, so I figured I might go ahead and watch it.
Hell yeah.
But you said something about watch the Rumble because I wouldn't go watch it, but I actually liked it, and I like I like Galloway a lot. So that guy's a stud. He's huge. It's going to be, he can wrestle. He's muscular but can wrestle. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. They're also talking about doing something with Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle. Did you see that?
So Matt Riddle is that barefoot.
Yeah.
Former
UFC fighter.
I can't really warm to him, but yeah.
Really? I like him a lot. He's he smokes weed a lot too, so that's
yeah.
Do you know who we're talking about, Joe?
I saw him come in, and it was just the fact that he came in with no shoes on. He had flip-flops, right?
Yeah.
He kicked his flip-flops off when he got in. I heard somebody say MMA, so I just assumed that would probably be an angle.
Yeah, he was in. He's in NXT now, and he was in UFC, and they actually he failed some drug tests, and they let him go, which was really stupid. But he will be good in the ring with Lesnar. It'll be a hell of a fight. It'll look good. It will look real good. But I thought Lesnar looked so good. That motherfucker sweating like a.
He really was. I was thinking by the third guy, I was like, Lesnar does look awful goddamn sweaty, doesn't he? I mean, I'm not saying, listen, I would be sweaty just walking to the goddamn ring. But, he threw 3 people out of the ring, and he was glossy. His forehead and everything, he was quite moist.
Okay. Unfortunately, we've run out of time.
Oh,
and we've run out of time to talk about the latest episode of Who's Right.
Oh, man. I thought that's what I was here for. Jeez.
But it was fine, right? It was fine, I guess. I only saw the first half. I kind of passed out halfway.
What happened?
It was fine, right, Brian? It was fine.
Some lady said the N-word. I remember that.
Huh.
Oh, you're talking about the Who's Right episode?
The latest Who's Right?
Oh, I didn't even listen.
Happened?
I don't listen to them every week, so
okay.
I thought you was it's something about a black guy and
Yep.
they were racist, and then they those. I like both of those guys and everything. Anthony, he does need a lot of work though.
You said you haven't listened? That was pretty spot on considering you haven't listened this week. You're getting good at this, Brian.
All right, guys. Plugs. Brian. Podcast.
All right, man.
Go.
You can Google search stspod.club, and you'll find all the links to my podcast. We do 2 shows a week, one on Wednesday by midnight and Saturday by midnight. We've been doing that for almost 2 years. We're coming up on our 300th episode.
Wow.
So we do a guest. We try to do a guest on Tuesdays, and then we have special shows like Cool Kids Countdown. We do a countdown of certain things, and we have just different shows. I've did a bunch of different shows on the Saturday show, and finally found some that people are listening to. So
what kind of guests do you have on? Do they have to have like knowledge and stuff, or?
It's either somebody. The Sheepish Isn't It the thing was, I actually, when I first started the podcast, I did interview people in the Memphis area. Then I quit I had a website that was based just in Memphis. Then when I came back, my idea was I was going to interview people in my life, and I was just going to shoot the shit with them. I was going to interview like my old high school teacher and all kinds of horse shit like that. But then I was like, who do I know more? Wrestlers. So we have wrestlers. We have this week we had a guy that does ProWrestlingStories.com. You guys need to check that site out. We had him talk about it. I'm just interested in how people actually get started in the business, how they become a fan, how they got smartened up, stuff like that. That's my interest. I like talking to people about that.
Cool. So I'll be a guest on your show. It'll be fantastic.
How you got smartened up.
Jody. Hello, Jody. All right. Fine.
He looks a little busy.
Laugh track.
Oh, left track. Okay. Okay.
Go.
All right. So you can follow me on Twitter at Eating Salad. And then on Instagram, Eating
So
Salad
cool
in the
that wasn't
afternoon.
taken.
I know. I mean, when you're as dominant as a man like me, everything is pretty much handed to you. The world bends over for you.
Good God.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're born of my caliber. I also have an Instagram, Eating Salad in the afternoon underscores between each word. And first episode's coming out on Monday, hopefully. And
RSSB.
And Jody. Holy fucking shit. That's loud.
All right. You want to find me? You go to Google and you type in Po Boys Podcast. You can find my show. You can find anything related to me or any other shows that I've done lately. Also, go to buyobade.com and use promo code Po Boys. You get 10% off to rent your asshole. And that's the bottom line.
Perfect. Go to ryanlongcomedy.com with an I for all your ryanlongcomedy.com needs. So, shall we just end awkwardly like every episode of WWE does and it just stops? How about that?
all right.